Hi everyone, thank you for joining me again. Today we're going to paint this skimmer dragonfly, or the Slaty Skimmer Dragonfly. I've learned to love the variety of bugs and creatures in my backyard, and specifically the ones that will eat all of the mosquitoes. With a big pond and some neighbors that don't always clear out water, we have a lot of mosquitoes. So the dragonfly, I have learned to love. I've watched the dragonflies in the backyard take out entire swarms of gnats or mosquitoes within minutes by flying back and forth, sweeping through the air. They're fascinating creatures, and I wanted to share how much I enjoy them. So there's one specific dragonfly that would enjoy my company, let's just call it that, and you'll see what happens here. So while we're waiting for my friend to visit, there he is flying by, trying to decide what we're going to do today. I'll share with you the paints that I'm using to color his body. While he is technically slate in color, which is where the name comes from, Slaty Skimmer, and as he rests on my finger, just kind of taking a break from all the hard work of keeping the air clean and the bugs away, I'm using Cerulean blue for the body, and then I'll layer up with a little bit darker pigment, and I'm also going to give him a little bit of a shimmer on his wings. Now technically his wings are just gray. There's really not a whole lot. There are some very fine lines of black veins going through that you can barely see, but they're very opalescent if the sun hits them just right, and he'll show off in a second, and we'll see the pearlescent view of his wings. There he goes. So I used iridescent blue for the shimmer in his wings because he's so deserving. For his eyes, I used Perylene Violet by Daniel Smith, and I just kept the tops a little bit lighter to show the highlight where the sun is shining. And I wanted to point out there, well, right there, look at the shimmer of his wings. Isn't he beautiful? Yes, you are stunning, little mosquito hunter, you. Thank you for your hard work. Now watch what I do with his, well, my bug people can tell me what the darker part is underneath the maroon. Don't know body parts of insects. When I separate the dark part in the middle between the two maroon eyeballs, I'm going to put in a little bit of detail, and I'm going to also show you why I did that. And let's see if you can guess what I'm doing. I'm using some Paynes gray to emphasize the details of the split between the eyes and the thorax and the end of his body. Now watch what I put down here. It's very small. I'm using my liner brush to create the smallest of detail. Again, I'm using Paynes gray. I'm creating space between the two sections, but I'm adding the smallest of reflection, maybe? What is this? There we go. There's a close-up of the finished piece, and there's the actual picture. Can you tell what it is? I didn't notice this until I looked at the picture as I was preparing for this video, that it was my reflection in his eyes. How cool is that? I added the bar that he rested on, which was actually a bird feeder garden hook. I just used Paynes gray for that. And then I used an olive green mixture for the background. I didn't want to complicate the background. You can if you'd like, but I kept it simple so the dragonfly can really pop. And there you go. As simple as that. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this painting, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.